Hello everyone, my name is Cedric and welcome to this live event, Bring Your Salesforce Flow to the Next Level. I'm really excited to have you today. So this live event is all about creating custom components using Flow Builder with Avonni. We all know Salesforce Flows that is great for automating tasks or boosting work efficiency. But there is time where we want to do more. We might want to add more personal touches, for example, or create a more visually appealing experience, or just build smooth, code-free interaction. And this is exactly when the Avonni Flow Screens component library comes into play. So just before we get started, this is a live event and line are mute. And this event is being recorded. It will be available on LinkedIn and on YouTube afterward. At the end, we'll have a Q&A session. So if you have any question, please put them in the chat box and I will try to catch them as many as possible to answer your question. So let me first introduce myself. My name is Cedric and I am the co-founder and also the customer success manager here at Avonni. I've got 10 years of experience working the Salesforce ecosystem, and that's really my pleasure to be your host today. You might already know Avonni for his prototyping tool, but now we are offering a new product that is available on the App Exchange. It's a managed package to enhance Flow Builder. And this is exactly what I'm going to show you today. So what we have in the agenda, we are going to talk a little bit about what is the Avonni Flow Screens component library and why we created this product. And a demo worth 1,000 words. So the best way for me to show you all the features, it's really to give you and build a live use case with you from scratch. And then finally, we'll have a Q&A session to answer all the questions you have about this new product. So let me introduce the Avonni Flow Screens component library. It's a managed package of 50 plus UI components to build better Salesforce flows. So how does this benefit to you? Imagine building a custom component right inside Flow Builder and saving dozens of development hours. So this flow can be then added through App Builder, a digital experience website, utility bar, and more. That's really the idea behind the Avonni Flow Screens component library. Why we created this product? Right now, we often use flows to build forms or to automate tasks. But with the Avonni Flow Screens component, we want to expand what you can do with flows. We want to give you the ability to use flows not just for entering data, but also for seeing and interacting with data. And with Flow Builder, you can make something similar to a custom component. And it's really like crafting a unique experience in App Builder or in digital experience website using flows instead of a custom component. And as you can see on this slide, you have the difference between ScreenFlow and ScreenFlow with the Avonni Flow Screens component library. You have more input components. It's really a library of 50 plus components, more output component. We are working hard on the new reactive queries. So soon you will be able, later in the next quarter, you will be able to generate reactive queries right inside our components. You're also able to add interaction and do the custom branding around your component. But again, a picture worth 1,000 words. And I like really to show you and to build a use case with you. And let me share my screen with you to really show you the end result of the flow. So that's the flow we are looking to build today. What do we have here? It seems like a custom component, but this is a flow. As you can see, on this example, I'm using some of our components like the header, the Avonni data table, and then some other information on the right side panel. And this component is fully working. I mean, I can select an account and automatically I get related information for that account, location, detail information. And if I'm changing the account name, I will automatically get new information based on the entry I just selected on that data table. So that's extremely powerful because even the page is not reloading itself. The data table itself is fully working. You can filter by, let's say, account type, apply, industry. You can even search for specific name right there. And we have raw action. So let's say here, if I'm selecting edit, it automatically opens the edit modal box to edit the account information. We can even add more interaction, like launching another flow, change owner, and from there I'm able to change the owner of this account. So that's really the end result. And the most interesting piece of that, it's really to build from scratch. So let's go on Flow Builder. And here I will click on New Flow to create a new screen flow. Create. First thing I need to do for our example, account management component, I need first to add the get records collection, the get record element, to fetch all the account information. So get accounts, which object? The account object. I want to set any filters, so I just want to display all accounts information or records. Done. Now, the screen. Let's add the screen element. And we need to create a custom-like component. We can customize this inside Flow Builder. So I will just add header, add footer. I don't want this to be like a flow. When you install the Avonni Flow Screen Component Manage package, it's natively integrated into Flow Builder, meaning that here, under the custom section, you will find 55 Avonni components. And there is plenty of those components, so you can create any possible use case. Let's start with our example, and I will drag the Avonni header component right there. So let's type an API name. And we build our component with a custom property editor, with a component builder where we can fully customize all our components with the same interface. So here we can open component builder. And from there, you have access to templates. So if you want to get inspiration for the other component, you can pick any of the templates available. You get a fully working preview of the other component, and then you get settings for that component. So here, that's easy to say, okay, account management as a title. And again, you get a live preview. And we have is join. So we just make is join to have like this little border right there to make this component more consistent with our subcomponent we will have just below. And then pull to boundary. We have other settings like avatar. So we can pick up an icon, set the size, for example, if we want. We can even add actions. So actions, that's button you like to create on the header right there. So we can click on add action. And let's say I like to create a new action button. So now my users are able to click on this button to be able to create a new account. But for that, I need to create an interaction. I need to define an interaction when they press the new button to be able to create a new account. And this is where the interaction panel comes into play. So interaction, from here you can define interaction on actions, on click, on a lot of settings around our components. So here, action click, we can click on add action click. Select a target name. Now I have my new button. And then type. This is where I get access to all the interaction we provide with the Avonni Flow Screens component library. It's not only a UI components library, but you can really make and create custom components that are fully working. So for the type, we have flow navigation to navigate to the previous next screen, show toast message, navigate anywhere on Salesforce. We have open alert modal, open confirm, open flow dialog to open another flow, and even fire confetti. That's really great if you want to congratulate someone. For this new action, I want to navigate on Salesforce, where I want the users to navigate. So here, I will select page reference type, navigate to the object page. Which object? The account object. What would be the action name? New. And then save. So automatically, when they will press the new button, they will have the new model box to create a new account. Finally, you also have access to style. If you want to custom the look and feel of your component, you have access to all the styling group settings. So here, let's say we like to set a white background color. Perfect. And I'm done. I'm done with my header component. Perfect. Let's get back to our example. So we just did this header component. Now we need to have two sections. Basically, to have two columns to drag the Avonni data table and then to drag other items. So let's get back to our component again. And let's drag this section element from Salesforce. Add column, let's say 8 and 4. And now, let's drag the Avonni data table. Data table. Open component builder to get access to all the things for that data table. And because we created a get records element to fetch all the accounts information, here I can link that get records collection to my data table. And automatically I will get all the fields. So that's easy for me to drag the account name. And then we can drag, let's say, account number. I have another field, onboarding process. Right there, account type. You can search for a field if you want, I mean, industry. And then each column are fully customizable. Each column, I mean, if you're selecting here account name, you can get access to various settings. Let's say I like to make the account name searchable. So I can click on auto search. Automatically, I get a search box. The same for account type, but here the account type field, I like to make it filterable. Okay, we created our column from the fields, but we need to add one more column that is not a field. We need to add row action. So for that, I will scroll down, and on the data mapping section, I'm able to add a column. And here I'm looking to add a custom column, and it will be an action column. And from there, I'm able to define my row action. So edit, and let's create a change owner row action to launch another flow. Save. We just save my flow first, just to be sure I will not lose anything. So maybe now, Avonni Flow, save. Just get back to the screen right there, open data table. And now I just created my row action. So here I need to go on the interaction panel to define my row action, what I like to trigger. So add row action, target name, edit. What I like to do, I like to navigate, I like the users to navigate not to the object page here, but to the record page. Which object? The account, record ID, what action name, edit. Add the other row action to change the owner. But this time, I want to launch another flow to be able for my users to change the owner of the account. So I will select Open Flow Dialog, select the flow, change owner, pass the input variable to know which record I need to change the owner to. So add items, name, that's the name of my variable, account ID, type it string, I can even define another action on finish, basically to reload the component when they change the owner, flow navigation, and set next screen. Okay, so here I just add my other row action. Maybe just one last thing I'll need to do on the data table, just for the look and feel. I will go on the search engine option, position, fill. And finally, pull to boundary. I like to pull to boundary left and right. Okay, done. So I just completed my data table. Now, here on this side, if we're going back on our example, that's our live example, I want first to display an illustration because there is no data selected, so there is an illustration that say please select an account. So let's get back to our flow. And we have a component for that, of course. We have the Avonni illustration. So let's drag the Avonni illustration. Let's name it illustration, open component builder, and let's select one of the templates available. No items to display, or yes, this one. Please select an account. Okay, done. But that's not done yet. I mean, this component needs to be displayed only when there is no data selected on the data table. And that's where the reactive components comes into play. So here I can scroll down, and reactive component, that's a new feature from Salesforce. They just released that at TDX in 2 months ago. So set component visibility, and here I will set a condition. Which condition? I will set a condition on the Avonni data table, and then I will select the first selected raw key value attribute. And then is null true, meaning that if there is no selected row on the data table, the illustration will be displayed. Done. Perfect. So we just add the illustration. Let's get back to our example now. So when we select an account, we displayed another header, then progress indicator, tabs, and formatted value. So let's get back to our flow again and drag another Avonni header component. Let's name it sub-header. But here for the title, I need to have the title. The title needs to be dynamic based on the selection I just select on the data table. So instead of typing manually the data, I can click here, select mapped. And from here, I'm able to select a resource. So data table, and then I will select first selected row and display the account name. So the title will be dynamic based on the selection I made on the data table. And that's pretty much done for the header. Last thing I need to do is set the component visibility again, because I only want to have the header displayed if data is selected. So all conditions are met. Data table, the same. First selected row key value is null, but here false. Perfect. We can even open component builder again, play with the styling, and add a bottom margin to add some space. Now we have the progress indicator component. So here, progress indicator, open component builder. I want to have like an horizontal progress indicator. So here from type, I can select path. Perfect. Current step. I need to fill the current step because again, the progress indicator current step needs to be dynamic based on the data selection I made on the data table. So the same way I can click on mapped, data table, first selected row key value, and here I'm looking for a field that is a pick list field onboarding process. Perfect. I just need to create my steps manually. So to create my steps manually, I will just add steps, prospect, prospect identification. I will just copy the label because the value needs to be exactly the same, otherwise it won't do the mapping. Identification, then we have qualification, same, and finally we have like partner, another partner agreement. Perfect. Done. And again, for the progress indicator, we need to set a component visibility, the same as the Avonni header, set condition to data table, first selected row key value is null, false. Okay, pretty much done for the progress indicator. Let's get back to our example again. So here we have the Avonni tabs. Okay, let's get back to Flow Builder. And then from there, I will drag the Avonni tabs. Open component builder. I will create my tabs. Items, details, location. Here it's really important to define the active tab value. In that case, active tab value will be equal to the detail, because I want to have the detail tab by default that is opening by default. So I just need to ensure that I'm taking the value here. Okay, perfect. So that's for the tabs. We can add style, bottom, small to add some space. Done. Let's get back. Just save that. We will save. And what I will do, just to get a glimpse of, okay, I will do a run. That takes time to do the running mode in Salesforce. So while the run is working, I will continue building this component. And if we take back our example, under the details tab, we have like fields information from the formatted value component from Avonni. Here, so we can drag formatted value, formatted value 1, open component builder, and label would be account type. And for the value, I like to do, again, dynamically, I'd like to display the value mapped from the data table, first selected row key value, account type, right there. We can even customize the formatted value on the styling tab, bottom, small, top, small, and let's add a border. So we can, 1 pixel border, solid, let's select a color. But we need to customize the border. So here we can select this icon and specify, okay, I don't want to have a border at the top, just 1 pixel on the bottom side and the left. Okay, that's pretty much done. Okay, the running mode is now completed. So let's get a preview of our component. So that's the preview of our component so far. We can check if everything is correct, almost correct. We can see that the details, the tabs, it's not, I don't have set yet the set component visibility. That's why it's displayed. So we'll make the change. And the same for the row action. Its checkbox should be a radio button. So let's get back to Flow Builder. And here, Avonni tabs, set component visibility. So we just adjust that. Data table, first selected row value is null, false. And the same for the formatted value, because you can see I don't have this icon right there. So I need to set the component visibility, formatted value, condition, data table, first selected row key value is null, false. And we need to add another condition for the formatted value, because it needs to be displayed only on the details tab, not on all tabs. So let's say add condition, let's select the Avonni tabs now. Active tab value equal to detail. Perfect. And I just need to make another change on the data table, max row selection 1. Perfect. Another feature that is really great, time saving. Let's say you like to add multiple times the same component. We build a copy and paste. So basically, we can select the formatted value, click on copy. So the configuration of the formatted value will be copied, and then just need to drag the other formatted value, formatted value 2, and now select paste. Yes, copy. And here I just need to change the label. And with that, I'm keeping all the styling settings as set for this component. So here, value, data table, the first selected, and then industry. Okay, set component visibility, of course. So here it's data table, first selected row key value is null, false, and also only displayed on the details tab. Active value equal details. Done. Okay, so now we have tabs, we have formatted value. I think we need to have, yes, the location. And for the location, I will drag the Avonni map component to instantly display the location based on the fields I will map to the map to display the location of that account. So here, let's drag the Avonni map, open component builder again, single marker. I will just map here the value from city coming from the data table, first selected row key value, billing city, and also country. For my example, data table, billing country. And zoom level, I will set to 10. Okay. We can add style, margin top, small. Okay, done. And don't forget to set the component visibility for the map. Again, here, data table, first selected row key value is null, false. And on the tab, on the Avonni tabs, active key value equal location. Just to have the Avonni maps displayed only on the location tab. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with this example. I will just add title demo live here, done. So we can save our flow, do a run again. So again, it might take time to load the running mode, but just to be sure that our component is now fully correct, fully working. And then I will add this component using App Builder on my page. So as you can see, it's pretty much straightforward. It's a simple basic flow, only get records information to fetch all the account information, and then everything is really happening on the screen flow level using the Avonni Flow Screen Component library and other useful features from Salesforce itself, like the reactive components. Okay, let's see if we have the component loading on the running mode. It won't be that long. I just want to be sure that I don't have any changes to make. Yeah, okay. Okay, I got the illustration. If I'm selecting here, it seems to work pretty well. Location. If I'm changing the location. Okay, great. Perfect. I mean, the component seems to be looking great. So now what I can do, let's go on here, and from here, edit page. And from App Builder, you get flow here. So you can drag the flow, and I will just select the correct flow. So I just need to activate my flow first. Now should be able to make it available from maybe reloading the whole page. Should be able to select my flow from here. Okay, save. Let's get back to our page. The flow is loading. We have the demo live component. If I'm selecting an account, it's displaying location, edit, it's working fine. Change owner, working fine as well. I can use filters. Yes. So, I mean, this example is really a great example to see all the features and the main benefits of using the Avonni Flow Screens component library with Flow Builder, again, to create a custom-like components using the power of Flow Builder inside your Salesforce. So the Avonni Flow Screens component library is available on the App Exchange. So if you're typing Avonni on the search box, you will find the application. You can download that application, install the application on a sandbox. It's free to use on a sandbox. And also it's free to use up to 10 users in production, just to give you an idea about, okay, what can I build with that? And if you want to test your creation with live users. And then we have competitive progressive pricing above 10 users. So again, that's really an interesting solution to create more custom stuff on that part. Now that's the time for the Q&A. If you have any question, feel free to type your question on the chat box. I will really look for any question if you have any question. Yes, this presentation is recorded, so it will be available after on LinkedIn and also on our YouTube channel. Let me know if you have any question from the presentation itself. Let me know if you have any question. I don't have a lot of questions yet. I mean, I do have a lot of comments, but if you have any specific question regarding maybe a specific use case, our components, or maybe features as well, if you want to do something special. Yes, we do. That's a good question. I mean, we have question here. You have instruction video about all the possibilities. We do have, let me share my screen. We do have a documentation website. So where you can find all the documentation regarding all our components. And on this documentation website, you have tutorials as well. So let's say build your first screen flow, how you can get this result, and we have all the steps, interactive steps to create this result. You will also find all the information about our component itself, data table, what are the settings regarding the data table, how you can configure data table, and we also have tips and tricks section right there. So tutorials by component for the activity timeline, for all the components available. So I hope that it's answering your question. We have more visual component to select option. yes, we do. I mean, we have, I will show you the component. We have visual picker. I'm thinking about the visual picker. Let me show you screen of components. That's all the components available on the library. And your question was about visual to select option. So we have like progress, visual pickers right there. So maybe to select option. We have also the combo box. Select option. We have the list as well. Dual list box to select option is really great. This one. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of components that will match your needs. I like this question. How much does this cost? We try to be extremely competitive and to have really an affordable pricing. First, we have a free plan up to 10 users for free into production org. Then it's $5 per user per month, but it's progressive pricing, meaning that the more users you have in your org, the less you will pay per user per month. So it will not go over 5. Then we have the professional plan, minimum 100 users. The main difference between essential and professional, it's regarding unlimited experience cloud guest users. Otherwise, that's pretty much all the same features. So that's really for our pricing. Again, 5, and then it will go below based on the number of users you have in the org. And don't forget that you don't need to take for all the users inside the org, only the end users that need to access the flow with Avonni components indeed. I have another question regarding would it be possible to use icons instead of on the avatar option? If we take in the avatar, Avonni avatar, let me share my screen with you again. Open component builder. So here you have image source. You can select your image. You can also map the image source from your flow, I mean, here. Otherwise, you can add icon, but yes, you can customize the image. So hope that's answering your question. Let me know if you have other questions. I'm here to assist you with that to ensure you have all the information to get started. Again, it's free to use inside the sandbox forever, and it's free to use up to 10 users on production. So if you don't have any more questions, that's pretty much what I'd like to, show you today regarding the product itself, features, capabilities, use case. Feel free to post any comment, any suggestion on the chat, as well as on LinkedIn. If you have any suggestion for future live event, let me know, and it would be my pleasure to host other live event by building other use case. Oh, I have another question. Would it be possible to create page layouts with Avonni? Absolutely. I mean, you can basically, using this, on the app builder, you can basically replace all the standard components by flows. we have customers that are doing that. I mean, they are using Avonni Flow Screens component so heavily that a page layout, it's not like a standard page layout, it's only flows. So yes, absolutely. You can absolutely do that using our the Avonni Flow Screens component library. Again, feel free to post your comment, suggestion, if you'd like me to do other live events, building specific use case, maybe diving into more precisely on the Avonni data table, let me know. I really want to thank you for your time, and also your question. And this webinar or this live event will be available as a recording on our LinkedIn page, on our YouTube channel. And feel free to chat with us, to contact us through our website if you have any question, or if you need help with the product, we will be happy to help you with that. Thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.